Hi, fourth graders. I'm going to go over the Bits and Pieces 3 test. This is the paper copy. I will show you here inside the unit review. You can take either the paper copy, inside test. You can do either the paper copy or the computer copy. I'll show you that in a minute. If you choose, you could either print this paper copy or you can just do the answers on paper and upload a photo. So if you do the paper, you just upload, you click on the assignment and you upload either photos or a scanned copy of your test. So let me go through the questions here so that you know what you're supposed to do. The questions are the same on the digital test as on the paper test. So number 1 is solve the following computations, show your work. So you would just do the adding, the subtracting, the multiplying, the dividing. Number 2 says, Paul took a trip in May. The price of gasoline he paid during the trip was $1.50 per gallon. He filled his van 4 times over the trip. The amounts he bought were 15 and 82 hundredths gallons, 15 and 784 gallons, 84 thousandths gallons, 14 and 804 thousandths gallons, and 15 and 331 thousandths gallons. How much gasoline did he buy on the trip? Part B, what was his total cost for the gasoline? We are not rounding. The point of the test is to test your ability to multiply decimals. So if you get a long decimal, do not round for these answers. The cost, you have to think about what to do with the rounding for the pennies, because we only go to pennies. We don't go to thousandths in money. The next one says his odometer measures distance traveled. His odometer, which measures distance traveled, read 23,451 and 1/10 miles when he pulled out of his driveway, and 24,809 and 4/10 miles when he returned. How many miles did he travel on his trip? On the next page, we have number 3. We talked about this in one of the earlier videos when I said that this would be a question on your test. If a toy store offers an additional 25% on board games that have already been reduced by 30%, will the final cost be the same as a discount of 55% on the original price? So first, is it the same? And number 2, work through an example to help you explain your answer. So you have to explain why it either is or is not the same. And an easy number to do would be 100. So take an item that's $100, figure out 30%, then 25%, or versus just doing 55%. Number 4, the total bill for drinks and a pizza for 3 people is $14.90 before tax. The sales tax is 5%. What amount will be added to the bill for sales tax? So it's not finding the total cost yet. B, the group wants to leave a 15% tip on the cost of the food, not including the tax. What amount will be added to the bill for the tip? And in the last question, how much should each person pay if they share the bill equally? Here you'd have to find the total and then divide by how many people are coming. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Number 5. Suppose that your mom gives you $20 to go to the school supply store. The state charges 6% sales tax on supplies. You need to buy the following items. So you buy the pencils, the binder, the paper, and the pens. How much will your supplies cost? Show your work. That includes the tax. Will you have enough money left to buy your favorite lunch that costs $5.39? Explain. Remember, you have $20. And the last question, not the last question, the next question, Ms. Z.C., I don't know how to say that name, is grading math tests. A student's work on a problem is given below. They say 23 hundredths times 2 and 7 hundredths is 4,761 10,000ths. Is that student correct? Explain. You can always explain with a number sentence. Number 7 is writing fact families. So for each one, there should be a total of 4. So there's 1 here, so you would be adding 3 problems. Same with this one. And now we're on the last question, number 8. The weight of an object is affected by gravity. Something that weighs 1 pound on Earth will weigh 1.08 or 1 in 800th times that on Saturn. If a rock weighs 3 pounds on Earth, what will it weigh on Saturn? And then part B, if a rock weighs 3.24 pounds on Saturn, what will it weigh on Earth? So again, this is the paper copy. You can either do it on paper or print it. If you choose to do the online version, it is identical. When you go in, it'll have like start test or something, a little button here. When I do it, it obviously looks different. So yours would look like this: start new attempt. No calculators on the test. Thank you very much. And then when you go in here, you just type in your answer and you hit next. You can skip around to the questions if you want. If you have one here with a blank, you would be typing in your work here as well. Okay, so again, if you are doing the paper copy, you should upload picture or a scanned copy. If you can't figure out how to do that, you can just email me too. All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.